Good morning, everyone. This is a green cassava processing system, which intends to lead to zero waste and to help small-scale processors to access high-value markets. And this system, which we are trying to come up with, is characterized by five elements. It looks into the system holistically instead of thinking of the product by itself. It also looks at a multiple product. That means we want to process every part of the cassava tuber into value-added products. And therefore, to ensure efficient utilization of resources instead of just going with a certain part of the tuber and throw a lot of the rest. 3, this system looks into offering to the end user, the consumers, products with benefits which go beyond the nutritional requirement. I will explain that later. And fourthly, the system looks at integrating different sources of renewable energy to have a system which is energy self-sufficient. And finally, this system will end up with absolute no waste. Now we are talking about cassava and we're focusing on the small-scale processors. The cassava value chain, first of all, cassava is a staple food, the third in Tanzania after maize and rice. And in Africa in general, it is a staple for more than 500 million people. It's a crop that's drought resistant, doing well in areas where many other crops do not do well. And therefore, it is synonymous to food security. However, the value chain of cassava has a number of challenges. One, especially with the bitter variety, it has a lot of cyanide, and it requires a special approach in processing. If you mess up and you don't get it right, you're in trouble. And a number of people, as you can see there, have already been affected with cyanide poisoning. And these people have been completely devastated, completely crippled because of cyanide poisoning. This is in the southern part of Tanzania, where this has happened, and I was there trying to introduce this grating machine. This machine was invented by our institution in an attempt to solve this problem of cyanide poisoning, because the cassava is grated in the grater to produce a kind of a paste, and then it's pressed in a press unit to remove most of the cyanide and the water. This intends actually to solve the problem of cyanide, but also the problem of bulkiness and the perishability. So that's one problem, cyanide problem. The second problem in cassava is a very perishable and a bulky product. And this poses a problem in handling, storage, and transportation. And the third problem in processing cassava, every single ton of cassava, of fresh cassava that's processed, ends up producing 0.47 tons of waste. So almost 50% of the tuber is thrown as waste in terms of peels and the liquid waste from the press unit. Now, what are we up to? Therefore, in this grant, we'd like to introduce an efficient all-weather drying system, which integrates solar energy and biomass energy to solve the problem of bulkiness and perishability. So this is one element of this innovation. Second, this innovation intends to utilize the waste first to produce energy carriers. The waste will, first of all, the starch part will be used to produce bioethanol through fermentation, and this ethanol will be used to power the grater instead of petrol. And the rest of the waste that comes from fermentation will go to anaerobic digestion to produce biogas, which will be combined with the solar energy for drying. Furthermore, the fibrous part of the peels, we intend to convert them to polysaccharides, which are actually prebiotics, to use to fortify the cassava flour to produce a functional food product. And these prebiotics have have been reported to have a lot of health benefits, including prevention of colonic cancer. They will enhance absorption of minerals in the body. They will promote the growth of good bacteria in the GIT. And also, they have been reported to lower levels of cholesterol and blood sugar. So those are the benefits that actually we want to give to consumers. Finally, the biogas residue will be used as biofertilizer to boost productivity in the field. They can be used for vegetable cultivation or in the cassava fields. This innovation, if it's successful, or for it to be successful, we are intending to work with the farmers. That means with the people on the ground, including farmers, extension officers, policymakers, and the processors. But for it to have a wider effect, we need it to be integrated in long-term government programs, and therefore would like to work with the policymakers from the very, very beginning. Thank you very much.